Oh, we're printing something else. This is a big print. We still got 35 hours remaining. I really got to turn off super wide view. Anyway, guys, what's good? What's happening and what's going on? Today is another day. It's a glorious day, sort of. It looks like it wants to rain outside, but I said I'd go outside and check the Trans Am to see if we can fix it. I also have another potential video in the makes if Buddy gets back from me on Marketplace, because I found something I've been looking for a lot cheaper than I want to pay. And like a lot cheaper, like a lot cheaper, like stupid cheaper. I forgot something. I always do that. But this here print right here, this is going to be for the garage. You probably have an idea as to what's going on. 2 more mounts. One of them has my logo on it. The Skivinz logo. Sort of. Didn't quite make it. I don't know why. Oh well, we'll see how that turns out. But not a big deal. 35 hours and 48 minutes remaining on the print timer because of what this is. You might already know what these are, maybe. You might not know what this is yet, but it'll all come into fruition when I actually make it happen. Big time. Anyway, if you watched yesterday's video, you saw that I went out to the garage and looked for my voltmeter, because today I want to do an amperage test and see where this parasitic leak is. Now, like I said, I have a feeling I know where it is. These are the Trans Am keys. I have a feeling it's in the headlight, and the switch that says that it's closed is not quite depressing, and that is causing me some damn issues. I probably don't even need a sweater. It's like 14 degrees Celsius out. I don't even know why I put that on. But I'm gonna grab a ball cap and we're gonna head out to the garage, grab the multimeter, grab some clamps, take these keys, put them in my pocket. I got my cell phone on me in case the guy from Marketplace responds, because like I say, if this sale goes through, literally something that would have cost me $2,000 literally cost me $100, and that's pretty dope. Yeah, I got up this morning at noon and it was nice. It was nice out and we had sun, but then the overcast moved in. They said it's going to start raining at around 4 o'clock. So I figured let's come out here. We'll pop this bay door here. See, today's the only day I can really do this, because after today it's supposed to rain until Thursday. So yeah, the other reason why I kind of really want to get those hood struts is so I don't have to use the broomstick to hold the hood open. But this is the life of a 3rd gen owner. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Alright, so first off, what I want to do is check to see what the voltage in the battery is. It's like they designed the front end of this Trans Am to hold the tripod perfectly. Why am I getting water here? Must be dripping through the hood. Not a big deal. Water and electricity mix right. I'm 100% certain that I'm 100% false. All right, I'm gonna grab my thing of clamps, because I will be using these to attach the things to the guy. Now the real question is how much, oh man, I'm so farty. How much voltage is left in the battery? VDC, I don't know, can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. So what's nice about this battery is it has both top and side post. So I can boom, boom. Oh, this battery's practically dead. I guarantee you she does not fire up when I turn it. We may have to put the charger on this. Son of a bitch. All right, I guess this video is basically kibosh until we get a charged battery. It would be nice to know which one. It was this headlight here that didn't open, I think. Or was it this one? I don't know. But we're probably gonna have to pull that battery, bring it in the garage, and charge it up, because we do not have enough voltage in there. It's only 10 volts. And that's a problem. You want a fully charged battery when you're doing one of these tests. You probably still will see an amperage draw, but it's definitely not going to be where you want it to be. So I probably should have preemptively charged the battery yesterday, but hindsight is 20/20, unless you're me, and then it is not. So there goes that battle plan for getting ish did. Okay, did I leave that ratchet over here on the barbecue, or where the hell did I put? Oh, it's right there. Is this even the right bit? 8 mil. Nope, that's definitely not the right bit. Thought it was 3/8. Well, son of a bitch. What was the 8 mil for? Oh yeah, the speakers. Having nothing but catastrophic failures over here, boys. One day I'll figure this out. Well, that's really upsetting. I was kind of looking forward to troubleshooting and diagnosing the Trans Am's power flaw. There's a 10 mil. That'll work. I think it is a 10 mil. Of course it's 10 mil. Isn't that the one ratchet size that nobody can ever find ever in the history of ever? So the battery is not dead. It's just seen better days. Figure I'll take the battery out. We'll bring it in the garage. We'll blast it with a whole bunch of hydro. And then we'll chuck a full battery back into it now. A lot of you are probably saying, Adam, just take the battery, go to the store and buy a new battery already. I don't wanna. Now, something I read online, a lot of people, for some reason, have this common misconception that putting a battery on concrete floors will kill them. Okay, back in 1956, that may have been valid, but nowadays they build batteries with insulations to prevent the battery from basically draining while sitting on the floor. That's an old misconception that has been abolished. Because I was curious about that too, because I've seen some comments in the past about, don't leave your battery on the floor, don't leave your battery on the floor, you'll kill your battery if you leave it on the floor. And I was like, well, why? Because it's on the ground? Because then it's grounded? Is that what the reason is? So I looked it up, and it turns out that is not a problem. Now, one thing you do want to do is if you are charging a battery, before you light any ignition source near the battery, make sure you have a door open, you're venting air, because they can release hydrogen. Not in a large amount. Like in a room like this, it's fine. But if I had this heater going and I was charging multiple batteries, there's a chance the heater could ignite them. I watched a video on that one. It was kind of cool. Well, probably not for the guy, but it was cool for me to watch. I don't give a shit about him. It's his friggin' house. You can wreck it. I don't care. I guess diagnosing the parasitic draw will not be happening today, boys. It's going to be a Thursday thing now. So let's hope this guy on Marketplace comes through. Because, like I said, this is something I've been talking about wanting for a while on the channel, especially after watching a couple of YouTubers do this. It kind of excites me. So I might as well close that up and we'll chuck this back in here. Well, that sucks. I was really looking forward to that. So now I don't know what to do with myself until Buddy gets back to me. Unless he already did, then right the frig on. Well, he got back to me. For some reason, my phone didn't vibrate when the message came through. I think it's because of the way Marketplace works. All right, I'm gonna chat with this guy for a bit and I'll be with you in a moment. Alrighty, well, guy got back to me on Marketplace, so now I need to go to Canadian Tire to pick something up, and then we're gonna head out. Got something else here. Then we're gonna head off to go and pick up the thing I'm talking about. Yeah. Best part about this video is it's gonna be titled something else, but it's not exactly what's happening. Oh boy. Not even any trickery going on. It's just me being me. Okay, we're good, we're good. We got the keys. Yeah, they're in my pocket somewhere. There nope. Where the hell did I put the keys? All right, let's go. Canadian Tire. While I'm there, I'm gonna grab some screws for mounting more Google hardware, because I printed up another mount for the Wi-Fi and Google Home, because I plan on putting the Google Home in the bedroom and the Google Wi-Fi in the bedroom on the wall, so it gets off the desk. That'll clear up some space, because I am forever knocking that Google Home down, and one of these days she's gonna break. Anyway, I'm gonna go to CT, pick up some stuff, and then I'll film the ride out to Buddy's house, because why not? All right, guys, we are back home. And I'm gonna show you the purchase that I made. It was something actually not for the Trans Am. No. It was something for the truck. Oh yes. Basically, this is something I've been wanting for a long time now, ever since I got the truck. Actually, it started in 2018. Maybe in 2020. It's something I've been looking for friggin' ever. And the problem with these trucks is you can't buy just any single one to put on the truck. It's got to be the one for the year. It's got to be between 2015 and 2020, because 2021 they changed the body style and it doesn't fit. Basically, guys, I finally found one and it was a real good price. Skivinz got himself a friggin' truck topper. Oh yes. Okay, she's a little rough. Like, she's got some paint missing here. Looks like it's been through hell and back and scratched and everything. But it's designed for the truck. It actually goes right around the tailgate. A little scratched once again, but whatever. When you find out how much I paid for it, you'd be kind of shocked. But it's got a couple scratches on top too. worst case, Ontario, I could easily sand it down and respray it black to match the truck. And it is a freaking Lear to boot. So you know how much these things go for. They're like $2,200 Canadian. So it's got the sliding windows. It's got the screen on it to keep the bugs out. Right now the window's taped because this window is popping out. I got to get a new seal kit for it. Not a big deal. Amazon sells them for dirt cheap. And then you're good to go. Only the back windows open. The fronts don't. But I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's got another scratch right here. And the only real damage is this corner here, which doesn't really do anything because it's just cosmetics. So what do you think I paid for this? I'm going to give you a tip. I went to the bank machine and only pulled out $25 because I had $75 on me already. That's right, guys, $100 for a freaking 8-foot bed truck topper. Now you can go on Lear and look these up. These things go for a pretty penny. Like I said, $2,000. The reason why I had to go to Canadian Tire is because I needed to get the mounts for it. Okay, how am I going to do this? So yeah, everything works. The struts work and everything, and we got a nice enclosed bed. Got some free pine needles over there too. Gonna need to do some cleaning up in here, but that's not a big deal. Nothing a push broom and some Windex won't fix. But all in all, it's all here, man. It's all here. Like truck camper. That's exactly what this is for. Some weekend, just go out fishing and just stay at the lake and enjoy life. There's a little bit of fiberglass damage here too, but not a big deal. He said this was actually caused from his truck. See, the guy who bought it, he bought it off a guy in Montreal, and he spent $175 for it. But the picture the guy used was not the picture that this was. He used this brand new Lear from the Lear site, and the picture he had it sitting on a Dodge. He literally false advertised the thing. So buddy drives all the way to Montreal to buy it, gets there, realizes it's not the right one, and he's like, well, it's only a bill $75, so whatever. He loads it on his truck, and he said the whole drive back it was whistling because, like, when you get it for the right, I just got attacked by a mosquito in the city at this time of day. Awesome. Literally you can see how flush it fits, and it fits perfectly. The only thing that I'm not sure about is the rear brake light wiring. I'm gonna have to find out how to do that. The wiring is inside, but I don't know where it runs to. Man, this thing could use a bath, but that'll be another day. I got to grab my hoses out of the garage there and put a new hose on because I blew my hose out last year. But no, the thing is with these truck caps is you got to get the perfect one to fit your vehicle, or otherwise they don't fit right. So it fits perfectly on this truck. Like, we slid it on there, clamped her down, and hell, she was mint. She worked out great. Now you're probably saying, well, Adam, you just put a truck cab on. I thought you were going to be getting that the quads for Nikki. Well, worst case Ontario, if I have to rent a trailer just to haul it back, I'll rent a friggin' U-Haul for one-way trip and haul it here. And once it's here, it's here. Dad has a trailer that he said that he's probably going to be getting rid of. So I might grab that. It's a Skidoo trailer too. It's tilting. So that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome indeed. I don't know. I'm pretty stoked. I saw this thing on Friday on friggin' Facebook Marketplace. I messaged the guy hoping he was going to respond yesterday. And the message, like if you're on Facebook on the computer, when you send somebody a message and it hasn't hit their device yet, it stays black. Then when it hits their device, it turns light gray with a check mark. And then when they read it, their image goes over top of it, right? So I messaged him on Friday, asked him, like, is this still available? Like, holy crap. I've been hunting for one of these, and it's meant the guy who had it previously had it on a 2016 F-150. You know, I wanted one for a long time now, ever since I started watching YouTube and the camping scenes and all that, and people doing this in the back of their trucks. And I was like, you know, I got my truck tent, but I hate that truck tent because it doesn't have a fly. So if you're camping in the rain, you're going to get soaked. And it doesn't have the clamps. It's not the proper one. So the proper tent that I was going to buy is $300, and it's by a company called Tents with a Z. But then I saw this and I'm like, no, this beats it. So yeah, this is definitely not a product that you by yourself can take off the truck unless you have some sort of a winch system. Like, he showed me his system for doing it, because in the winter he put it on and then he just finished taking it off and he used that system to do it. And he set up a winch system in his garage to mount it onto a trailer, and then he carted it off to the side and listed it because he's going to buy one for his Dodge Ram. Now you probably noticed the windows are currently Gorilla taped in, and there's a reason for that. It's because, like I said, the weather seal's gone. I'll get that fixed one day. I'll look up a Lear window seal kit And then we'll put a new window seal in this. The screen on this side's immaculate. The other side has some holes, so worst case, if I have to get some screen material from Home Depot and rescreen the frames, I'll do that. Not a big deal. It's not my first time I've done that. Definitely will not be the last. And yeah, oh, the tint scratch there, not a big deal. Like I said, she's rough for wear, but it's all there. It's been well used. Like, I don't understand how all these scratches happen. Buddy must have been doing some off-roading, because that's all I can think of. I won't be doing that with it. I just want to be able to see if I have a weekend where Nikki's not coming up and I'm by myself. I can just take the truck, throw all my camping gear in the back, grab the dog, and we can head up north or head down south or head somewhere and find a body of water and set up shop and fish, bring a cooler with some ice, throw it in the back, put some food in it in case we don't catch any fish, have some food on hand. And Scruffy and I can crash out in the back, because I know my cot doesn't come up that high on this thing. This is going to be fun to do one-handed. Is this unlocked? Like, the cot sits just a little bit above the wheel well, so there'll be plenty of room in there for me to sit upright if I'm going to be sitting in there and prepping food and stuff. But yeah, you can tell, like, it's been used. So I'll clean it out one of these days. I'll get some cleaner. We'll clean up the windows so they're a little bit more visible. This is what I had to go to Canadian Tire for, some pickup truck mounting clamps. So yeah, pretty awesome. This is the wire here that I'm not sure about. Like, it doesn't really have much distance to travel, so I was figuring there was something on the back here or something under here that I could hook into. But I honestly can't see any wiring anywhere in there. And this doesn't reach that plate, so it's not back there. So I really don't know where the heck that's supposed to run to. So that's where the Google machine is going to help me. I'm going to talk to it and see how the hell do you wire up this third brake light, because I definitely would like to get that working for legal reasons. And yeah, all in all, man, she's friggin' in there, unless it's over there, because yeah, there's nothing back here. Yeah, no. Okay. So yeah, this is what started off today, troubleshooting that thing, and it ended up getting a new friggin' second home. Pretty awesome indeed. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And of course, I miss my buddy Jean again. He's been trying to drop this thing off. Back in the day, his mom was doing stained glass, and she needed a way to hold two pieces of glass together so she could foil them and solder them together. And I had a helping hand, so I wasn't using it anymore, so I brought it to her. And then now that I'm doing the fish painting, I need a helping hand, and they're all sold out all over town. And my buddy Jean watched the video of me talking about it, and he messaged me, and he's like, hey, I have this. You gave it to Mom a long time ago, and you can have it back. Because, she passed away, so she doesn't obviously do stained glass anymore. So he's tried to drop it off a couple times now, but Friday night, where was I Friday night? Oh, I went to Canadian Tire to get stuff for, what the hell was I getting? I can't even remember now. I went there for something. What did I go there for? I hate when that happens. Anyway, I went to Canadian Tire to pick some shit up, and then came back and I missed them. And then the lamp for the 3D printer. That's what it was. And then yesterday, I was at Clifford's all day for the barbecue, which is why I never did anything there for videos. I did one last night. And then Sunday, today, Buddy got back to me about the truck camper, and well, frig sakes, man, that's a sweet deal. That is a sweet friggin' deal. Actually, I kind of want to take another rip in the truck up the road. While I was on my way to Canadian Tire, I saw somebody put an exercise bike at the end of their driveway, and it said free on it. And if it's still there, I'm gonna scoop that bitch up, because it's a bike, and it's not a bike that you sit on the ground with, so I kind of want it. Well, let's go get it. So I wore a jacket, and that was pretty stupid, because Jesus Murphy, I left the house, it was 18C. By the time I got to Buddy's house, it was 22C. And the whole time, I should not have been wearing a jacket. I was judging the weather based on this house. And it's always cooler in this house than it is outside, because of reasons. So anyway, I went to check on that exercise bike, and it's gone. So somebody else sniped it. Not a big deal. It's not like I need it. People have been asking what pitter patter powder is. Guys, pitter patter powder is a blend of herbs and spices that I make myself with all the flavors of herbs and spices that I enjoy on my meat. I used to buy Montreal steak spice, but it's actually cheaper for me to mix my own, and I like the flavor I get out of mine more than the flavor you get out of Montreal steak spice. I find my stuff has a bit more zing. And like I said, when you got an executive chef telling you that they really enjoy the flavor of your spices, it kind of gives you some confidence that you did good. So I put this shit on everything, like literally. I put it on my eggs. I'll put it on my steak, chicken, friggin' vegetables. I'll, broccoli, cauliflower, all that. I'll smear it on that and it comes out great. So it's friggin' awesome. Anyway, the other thing I bought at Canadian Tire was some mounting screws for the Google Homes. $2.97 for a bunch of wooden screws. They're not wooden, they're meant for wood. Guys, that's gonna be it for this video. So it turned out to be a diagnostic video for the Trans Am, ended up being a truck cap video. Truck camping could be a thing. Definitely now that I got that, because it's, even if it's a stealth camp at friggin' Walmart, it could be a thing. Like we got all the cooking stuff. We got stoves coming out of our ass. We have a propane top burner. We have the propane dual burner, and we have a friggin' isobutane single burner. And we have an isobutane single burner. So we got like the little black stove, the isobutane that runs on the cans. Then we got the bigger stove, which is dual propane. Brought that one there to Santa's Wonderland back in October, and Nikki and I cooked on it on the picnic table because our cabin wasn't equipped. It was kind of funny because like we didn't know what to expect in the cabin. She thought it was fully loaded. Turns out it was just a shed with a bunk. But I just had my cooktop and propane tanks in the truck, and she's like, I don't know how we're gonna cook the steak. I guess we'll have to do it on the fire. I said, well, do you have a pan? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, cool. So I go to the truck and I grab my cooktop, and that came up clutch because we ended up doing a bunch of sauteed vegetables on the picnic table with that cooktop, and it worked out pretty freaking awesome. I have to say, the only problem with that cooktop is it doesn't have an igniter. There's no piezo on it, so you actually have to have a lighter handy or some way to generate a spark for the propane to ignite. But, worst case Ontario, I got a bunch of friggin' ferro rods. I'll just start flicking friggin' magnesium at it. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. I'd probably do that. Who am I kidding? But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Any questions, comments, concerns? Down below they go. And until next time, guys, live it to win it. Peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.